Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is Isabel with you here today. We're going to be doing readings for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon or Rising. Bear in mind this is a general reading, so it won't resonate with all of you. If it's not your reading, it's not your reading, don't make it fit. If it does resonate, please do give me a like and subscribe, and feel free to share experience down below. Without further ado, let's get into your reading. Okay guys, so right off the bat, what I'm seeing here, and this might be just for a select few, you have been taking a break or you feel like you need a break. And this break with the Hermit here, I'm sensing that you need to retreat within yourself, within your inner world, to gain understanding of something. And in this case, because we have the King of Pentacles, I feel that you are taking a break to gain understanding of your service in life or your career, or which direction you want to take with your work. I think maybe you feel a little bit unmotivated at the moment and you're really not sure what direction you should go. And I think you are taking a step back in order to understand what are the adjustments that you need to make in your life. Okay, so I feel like we're having a personal development reading here for the sign of Aquarius. At this point it's still early on, so it could become a reading over other areas of your life as well, but this is where I feel that the direction is going so far. So you might be getting help or talking to people about your career, but I'm sensing that these people that you've been talking to, okay, they are people that know about this area of work, people who have more understanding than you about a specific field, and you're trying to gain insight in order to understand yourself better. Okay, so we've got the Devil card here, which is represented as the Ego card in the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot. And I feel that this Devil is, which is referring to the ego, is coming up because I think you have been realizing that you no longer want to operate from certain patterns as you might have operated in the past. And I feel like there has been this realization over time. And I think January was key in order for this realization to take place, that you want to operate from a place that's more heart-centered and not necessarily having to fit certain expectations that the society has for you, or whatever is expected for you to deliver. And I think you are taking maybe a break now to reflect on what you actually really want. I'm getting the sense here that maybe you feel a sense of responsibility, of service towards the world, and sometimes maybe this is a little bit overwhelming, and I think maybe you are trying to balance these energies between what is right for you, the give and take. And so maybe you are a very generous person with your energy. It could also be with your resources generally, but I'm sensing here that you might have been really generous with your time, and maybe you are arriving to a point now that you also need to balance what you give out to the world with how much you're giving yourself. Okay, hope this is resonating, guys. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And there you go, we have the World card here. Okay, and I feel that in this context the world is revealing here that it is important for you how you show up in the world with your service. But with the Hermit here, I feel like maybe you might be a little bit exhausted perhaps, and you reevaluating how much you give others and how much does that need to balance out. Hopefully this is making sense. So I do think that you love providing for other people, whether it's that with your time and with your energy and your effort. But I feel like maybe you aren't feeling that give and take has been equal in some way. So we have the Page of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles, which is represented by the earth element in this deck. Okay, guys, so we do have you concentrating on your work and finances quite a lot. And maybe it doesn't feel like this at the moment, but I think at some point in February, you will feel that this is going to take a direction, a more material direction in your life. Maybe you started feeling like you need to make more income, to have more security, to develop a sense of strong foundation within yourself. Pentacles does not have to be money, okay? But I'm picking up that in this case, it is going to be about work and about what you're getting back in terms of your time and effort. And I think you are being more analytical with the Page of Swords here, and being more expressive about what you expect, about what your expectations. And I think you will be more vocal if you are unhappy with, for example, how much money you are making, or about what's expected from you versus what you're receiving financially. I think you're going to be paying attention, okay, to this balance between how much you are giving and receiving. And I am picking up that this is going to be relating massively to work and finances. I think you'll be quite motivated. So we're getting wands here, and wands, it's all about creation, inspiration, motivation, okay, feeling passionate, feeling confident, having a sense of adventure. And I think, guys, that you're going to bring more that element into your life, and specifically into your work, okay? So I think you're gonna maybe there's a new project coming in, or this is a renewal of an old project somehow, but I think you're gonna feel quite involved with this project, okay, or with this work, and we get more passion, we get more ones here, with inspirational, charismatic, and innovative. Yeah, I think I see you being very much focused on your work. You're going to be very passionate about what you're going to be doing. You're going to be very interested. That's a word that I am picking up very strongly here. Okay, you're going to be very, very interested and very dedicated. And I think February is going to be one of those months where you're just going to have your career or your work or your project as a main, that's going to be in the center of your attention. Okay, so let's ask for some guidance for this month, this coming month. So just be careful that you don't go overboard with how much load you are taking, with how much work you are doing. Maybe you're going to be feeling like, because this is something that's so natural to you, to be in that passionate element of something that you really, really want to be doing with your heart and your desire to do as much as possible. In regards to that, it could be that you end up at the end of February feeling quite overworked and imbalanced. So I think Spirit is urging you to find some balance between your work life and having periods of rest for yourself. So with the Four of Cups here, is that could lead to some discontentment, simply because, so what I mean is, over focusing on just one area of your life, even though this is probably going to be very natural to you to do. Just doing that and over focusing on that one thing might make you feel like, oh, okay, so I've been doing all of this, and why am I feeling actually this discontentment? I shouldn't be feeling like that. And I think maybe that's because you are maybe going to feel like you're going to invest 500% in this new project, and maybe you end up feeling quite overworked and stressed and exhausted at the end of the month. So Spirit is urging you to prepare yourself for that. Okay, so you will have a lot of, naturally you're going to have this desire to lose yourself into your work, into this new project, which can be very healing in one way, but it can also cause some imbalance. So you want to prepare yourself for that, and be aware that that might happen. Okay, let's see what other guidance I'll be getting for you guys. Yeah, so with the King of Cups here, do find time to also be in a feeling space. So rather than just being on that masculine energy of doing, try to alternate with also just being. So maybe have activities in which you are more relaxing, receiving, maybe more observing, so that don't require you to do so much. So you can also balance your emotions, and you can give yourself the opportunity to be present with your emotional states. Yeah, making sense, guys? Let me know. Please like and subscribe if this is resonating, so I know that which readings that resonated with whom. That would really help me gain insight. So let's take 4 more cards. It's going to be the 4 last cards of the day for guidance for this month. Wow, okay. It could be that you're learning quite a lot of lessons in the month of February, and maybe this is not really something that you're expecting. So I think maybe this is why we had the Page of Pentacles there. So you be enthusiastic by all means, but be prepared that maybe this month ends up being a lot deeper on a personal level than what you initially expected. So I feel like you might be having some massive realizations of things that you have been doing, or ways that you have been operating that are no longer in alignment with who you are, and therefore you might have been restricting yourself from achieving your maximum potential, from achieving the best version of yourself. And with the High Priestess here, I'm going to connect it. So this is the last card, and I'm going to connect to the first card that we have here with the Hermit, which is the need to keep checking in. Keep checking in with your intuition if your choices are right for you. So I feel like I'm getting this sense that you actually will take something from this reading, and it's really beautiful to feel that you are going to take some of the advice that you were listening here, and you're going to be perhaps creating more space. Even though you might be quite busy this month, I think you're going to be creating space to come back to yourself, to check with your intuition if the decisions that you're making and the ways that you're operating and thinking and acting are in alignment with the version of who you want to be. Okay, so it could be that for a select few you have some legal issues going on here, and we did have the Hierophant card before. So the Hierophant, I feel like we could be relating here to maybe there are some issues within a marriage, but I don't feel like this is going to be for most of you. Okay, this is just for a select few of you, but I do feel indeed, just to conclude your reading, guys, that you are going to be trying to create more breaks, and you are going to try and Perhaps some of you are going to be creating more time to meditate and self-reflect, and I think this is a very, very good approach. And I think maybe this is a good way to live life, maybe not just in February, but I think that balancing that sense of being extremely busy with also creating space to come back to yourselves whenever you can. So I hope this made sense, guys. I hope you found this guidance helpful. As always, please look after yourselves. Feel free to have a look at my other content here on the channel, and I look forward reading for you in the next reading. Bye.